Okay, let's do something really complex. And for this I'm going to build a simple Karplus-Strong patch now. And I'm just going to use a MIDI note. This is just to demonstrate the problem that I have and that I will try to solve. So this is going to be the feedback value. We will send the signal back. And let's create a final stage here. So this should be a basic Karplus-Strong patch now. Let's convert this to milliseconds from pitch. And if I hit a key, it should sound more or less like a string. And it does indeed, with lots of DC offset that we can eliminate. That's not a problem. For the time being, this does the job. The problem is that okay, this is out of tune. Let's make this longer and polyphonic. Out of tune, yes. So what we can do against this is to simply subtract the length of a sample, because here we have an extra sample delay. So if we calculate this in and use the sample rate node and get the length of the sample, then we are in tune. So if I play a low C and a high, they are just fine. So this is nice. But we also want to have damping, and that's where the problems will occur. As soon as I insert a filter here, let's say this one. So this is now almost not filtering, and the sound is okay. But if we turn this a bit lower, we are out of tune because of the lower the filter goes, the more delay it generates. So it's messing with the phase, and it creates delays of several sample lengths, and it's depending on this cutoff. And actually this is a natural thing, so this is not bad. This is how it works, but I want to work against this detune. So I want to have a constant pitch. And I have an idea how I can check this. And for that I'm going to go into effect mode now. Disconnect this patch. We will come back to this for testing. And I want to create a sine oscillator. And that sine oscillator is going to have a certain amount of pitch, which will go from, let's say, 0 to 150 in steps. And this will have an amplitude of 1. And I want to put this into a scope. That's sure. And I want to have the scope on the same frequency as the sine wave. And yeah, probably I create an output. We won't hear it, so that's not, I won't make anyone deaf. So we have a sine wave with a custom pitch. That's nice. And I want to create a filter, the same that we use in the feedback path. And I want to run the sine waves through it. and use the low pass output. And I want to use the same cutoff as the frequency of the sine wave, like this. This way we have a signal that's 3 decibels below the original one, but that doesn't matter. As you can see, they are pretty close to each other, and the lower we go, the more the delay. So let's use a maximum of 135, and this is pretty hard to follow, but the idea is that I want to create a delay here and roughly measure the delay in samples. Because the math to solve these, to calculate the delay the filter creates is not usable for real-time purposes. It's too complicated, and actually I'm not even able to do it. So I think that measuring will bring me somewhere. So let's take a look at this. Here we will have the length of one sample. So we delay the blue signal by one sample soon, and we will go up to, let's say, 128 maybe. So if we delay by one sample, that's the position, and I want to find the pitch that's exactly one sample on the delay. Actually, these feel really close. Maybe if I try to scale this signal, but it should not be that hard because I know that it's that the orange signal is 3 decibels below 0. Oh, sorry, wrong key. Yeah, these pretty much are okay. Yeah, for this I'm going to use 130. Okay, so I'm gonna do something that looks like that it's not making too much sense, but I wanna create some notes here. So let's go for YMX. Let's choose 128, and for this 135. Let's use an X bars, Y bars. Let's turn on snapping, and nice. Okay. And I want to create a graph of these values, and I'm just using the custom function for this, so we can see what we will come up with. So on 113, so 113 should be one sample delay. Let's create a dot there. One sample on 113. That's nice. Okay, let's go for 2 samples. It's going to be a lower pitch, so it's going to be easier to find this way, because there won't be this much flickering anymore. Yes, this looks nice. So 101 is 2. Nice. And let's go for, let's say, 4 samples. It looks like 89 is fine. And as far as I see, this is going to be exponential. So let's go for 8 samples. Okay, 77 is 8. So let's zoom in. 8 and 77. Let's go for, let's say, 16. Sixteen is 65. And yeah, it's definitely exponential. Okay, let's go for 32 then. And it's going to be somewhere there. But let's measure it. So 32 is 53. Oh, I missed one. 32. 53. Yeah, here and there. Almost nailed it. Okay, let's guess the next one should be somewhere here. Let's take a look. 64. Oh, I should have known that it's going to be 64. So let me guess it this way. So I go to 64. I know that it's going to be, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be 45 maybe. No, it's going to be lower. 41. Like this. Yeah, let's go to 128. Should be around there. Okay, and let's do this with, how easy is this now? Somewhere around 29. So there. Okay, but we see that this is an exponential curve, and probably we know where 1 is, and we know where, let's say, 4 is. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to Desmos and try to find this function. But instead of Desmos, let's calculate it. And yeah, for this, we know that you can find the exponential function like y equals e times b on the power of x. And let's choose two values. We know that we have on x1, we have y, on y1, we have x1 13. So y is 1. Then we have a times b on 113. And let's say on 2 we have 101. 2 equals a times b on 101. And as far as I've seen on YouTube, you have to divide these two. So 1 over 2 equals a divided by a times b on power of 113 and b on the power of 101. And this equals 1 over 2 and 1 multiplied by 113 minus 101. That's b on the power of That's going to be a really low number. This is going to be really low, but this number is something that corresponds to pitch actually, so it's not looking stupid. And okay, let's find a solution for this. Let's go to WolframAlpha. Equals, I'm going to do this input, b to the power of 12. Let's see a solution for this. Real solutions. Yeah. I like this number here. So this is what we are going to go with. So it's 0.943874. Nine, 4, 3, 8, 7, and 4. Okay, let's do A, where we know that 1 equals A times 0.9, 4, 3, 8, 7, and 4 on the power of yeah, that's a nice number. So let's put this into WolframAlpha. 1 equals A times okay, then this page 1 equals 8 times this on the power of, and the solution for this is going to be a nice number. It's about, that's a nice number. So A equals 683. I just checked if it's right. Comma 464. And let's put this into Desmos. See if this is right. So y equals, what is our A value? Sorry, it's here. So our A value is 683, 464. 83, 464 on the power of 943,874. on the power of x. Isn't it right? Oh, so let's see. On 113 we should have 1. And we have it. And on 101 we should have 2. That's nice. Let's take a look at the rest. So like, what do we have? If we choose 16, it should be around 65. It definitely is on a different place. It's 40. $64, 41. So X 41. Oh, it's matching. Okay, then it's okay. I don't know what I was looking, but this is nice. Okay, we have the function, which is this here. So let's copy this value, and we realize the function. Like, yes, if a pitch comes in, then we need the pitch input. And that's going to be multiplied by this number. And yeah, so not like this. So the power of, use the power function, and this is the exponent. And the base is this value. And this is multiplied by this value. As far as I guess, so this should be y. And yeah, let's take a look. We can put this into the custom function. Can we? We can just measure the signal value. And we can pack the pitch into the custom function. So we can see what the cutoff is, what the pitch value is, and if we have the corresponding value. So let's go to 38. It tells me it's 76. And let's see the output also here. It's 80. But they are close. They are very, very, very close. So let's give it a go. And all I need to do is to plug these into the multiplier here. Do I? Yes. And take a look at it. It works. Whatever the cutoff is, the the sine waves are pretty much in sync. That's insane. Okay, let's listen to this. Let's go back to the gain in here. Create the two outputs and simply add the result to these lengths here. So we need this correction node. Put it here and multiply this by the lengths and add it. Don't forget, we still need to do the correction for this delay time, and that's what this addition is for. And let's put the dampening here and take a listen. I hope it's good. I can hear the pitch changing here, but that's normal, I think. Listen without correction. Okay, this was faster than I thought, but and it works. This is rewarding. I call this a day. It works. I'm not solving these kind of things every day, so I'm pretty happy. And I don't know yet if I'm going to upload these, but if I will, I hope at least someone will think this is fun to watch, or at least a bit interesting. I think it's not in the scope of too many people to care about such things. Well, thanks for watching. Bye bye.